Tate here, back with another YouTube video. Today I'm reacting to my Andrew Tate. This is the first Andrew Tate video, not on my channel because I did Andrew Tate shorts, but they're not too well known. But this is my first interview reaction, and decided to react to Andrew Tate because I saw a sort of it. I edited the short, but I wanted to put more of myself into the short before I put it out, which I'm going to do soon. So yeah, good. So let's get into the reaction. This is an 8-minute long video. Basically, he reveals what it was like in jail, and he covers something. And in this, from a clip I saw in this video, we learn about the cancer claim that he had cancer, what it really was. So stay tuned and watch this video to know about that.
Your experience in there, we keep hearing about it, we read about it, but what was it like for you guys being in there?
So I'll start by saying, and I have to make this clear, that the staff in the jail were exceptionally nice to me. They were very apologetic. The vibe was apologetic. Nobody was really treating me like a criminal. There were a few guys who were icy cold, I guess you could call them. They like to think of themselves as professional, but they were just inhuman. But over time, they warmed up, and I was exceptionally nice also to all the staff. Jail was terrible. I'm going to start by saying jail was terrible, and I was miserable inside of the jail cell. It's a good thing depression isn't real, because I would have been depressed. But I think in life...
Okay, statement that depression is real. Okay, let's talk about the statement that depression is real. I think depression is real, but I think it's a mindset. And I think that's why he said depression is real, because it's a mindset. People call it a disease. It's classified as a disease, but I think it's I think it's a mindset. I feel like the mindset you are makes you depressed. I don't think, if you have the right mindset, you can adapt to situations differently, right? And then the way to develop the right mindset, in my opinion, is just to be proud of yourself and be proud of the little thing you do, right? Let's say, for example, you're living on your own and you come from a certain background, and you manage to make a dish from your background all by yourself, and you learn on YouTube. Being proud of that, a little step. When you're proud of that, you'll be able to be motivated to go on and go on. Then you eventually achieve self-happiness, and you will reduce this depression. But I'm not an expert, so this is what I feel like it would be better to do. So let's get into the video.
You get what you give, and I wanted to feel happier, so I tried my very best to make people happy. So when the old lady would bring me my food, I would sit and say, oh, this is the best food I've ever had. I've never had food this good. Did you cook this? I thought yesterday was the best, but you managed to surpass it again. How'd you do it? What's the magic ingredient? And I ended up making friends with them. Like I had grandmas in there, the old ladies cooking the food. And by trying to make people happy and smile all the time, I started to feel a lot happier. But it's kind of scary. And I think the scariest thing about jail...
I'm going to be pausing this a lot. So basically, what he did was basically showing appreciation for the little things. Obviously, he went out of his way to obviously hit. Some people will just take the food, say nothing, and here. But he went out of the way to make the cooks feel better about themselves, and and he got better connecting with them. And he might meet them outside of him, and he might one day decide to play one of them. Obviously, outside of here, if that's legal. Yeah, I think that's legal, because obviously the job. I think they can accept the job. They might employ one of them, but I already know he's ready to provide professional chefs. But yeah, and all about treating people nicely, right? So yeah.
Was the uncertainty of it all. If they would have said to me, you're in jail for 92 days, or even 5 years, you got 5 years, cool, I do my time. But when you're nabbed and thrown in a cell without charge, you're like, well, how long, is this my life? Is this it now? Is this the end of the story? I'm just in this cell. And I was picked up on 29th of December. I went through this quick court case Like I said, I'm inside of the jurisdiction of Romania, so I have to be very careful with what I say because the case is ongoing and we're in Romania and I can't leave Romania. But obviously Romanian court is in Romanian by law. So you're marched into this room, everyone speaks a language you don't understand for 15 minutes, and then you're marched off to jail. Look, what even happened? What even happened to me? And they said, oh, here's the paper that explains it. I was like, that's in Romanian. And they said, oh, don't worry, you'll get a translation to English by law. I was like, okay, that's fine. But because I was picked up on the 29th of December and there was New Year's Eve and holidays, it was 2 weeks before I even knew why I was in jail. 2 solid weeks I'm in jail. No one told me in English why I'm in jail. I had no idea what the charge.
So Andrew Tate had to wait 2 weeks, 2 full weeks, that's a fortnight, to know why he was in jail. And basically that's appalling. There might be reasonable reasons. There might be a reasonable explanation to why it took 2 weeks for him to know why he was in jail. Maybe obviously here. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll find the translator. They couldn't find the translator to translate into here. They know he didn't speak Romanian, or maybe they just wanted to delay it so we'll stay in jail longer so they can find more evidence to keep him in jail for longer, which is most likely the case. The 2 weeks where he didn't know was to find more evidence to keep him in jail for longer. I think it's been about 3 to 5 months in jail before he was officially released back into the public in house arrest. Now, obviously, I think he's done a few interviews outside of the house here, so I think it's outside arrest. All these are within the conditions of his house arrest, because house arrest have come from the conditions. So obviously, this will have to be planned. So yeah, okay.
You do that?
By law, you get it on the piece of paper in English, but there's translation, it's holiday, we need to find a translator, there's a delay.
And you speak zero Romanian?
Zero. So they said, oh yeah, human trafficking. What do you mean human trafficking? Who? When? What? What is this? Took 2 weeks before I finally got a piece of paper, and then I realized what garbage it truly was. I mean, I knew it was garbage, but I was like, this is complete garbage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have endless stories from jail. It was certainly... I don't think jail teaches you much new. What it does is confirm everything you already know. It confirms everything you know about the reality of the outside world, that you need to be physically strong so that you're not attacked by others, and mentally strong so you're not attacked by yourself. You learn who's on your side and who isn't. You learn who's a coward and who's not. You learn who's an opportunist and who isn't. Your circle, you certainly learn a lot about the people around you when you go to a jail cell, that's for sure. But I remember it was New Year's Eve. When I was first picked up on the 29th of December, I was very sure I'd be out 24 hours. So there's no way they're going to keep me. For what? Like, this doesn't make sense. So finally New Year's Eve rolls around, and I'm sitting in the jail cell by myself. And in Romanian jail, you don't leave the room. It's not like an American jail where there's a yard or anything. You're stuck in the room. It's 3x4, and that's your existence. You just stay in the room.
Are you by yourself?
24 hours a day. At the beginning, I was by myself. And you're stuck in this room, and I'm sitting there. It's New Year's Eve, and there's a very faint speaker, maybe way down the hallway. The guards must have been having a little party for New Year's Eve. And there's this awful song. It's called the Ketchup song. I don't know if you know what it is. I don't want to sing it, but it goes, hey, hey, that super annoying song. And I'm sitting there, and I know it's New Year's Eve because the fireworks start going off. And I'm looking out my tiny window, and I can just hear in the very long distance from the end of the hallway, hey, hey. And I'm sitting there looking out the window like, this can't be it. This can't be the end of my life. Even the cockroaches all over the walls didn't celebrate. There was maybe 15 cockroaches on the walls, right? And when it struck 12 and the fireworks went off, I kind of like, well, who's my friends in here? The cockroaches. I looked at them, even they didn't move. It's like, well, that's New Year's. It's funny because before that, a couple days before that, me and Tristan were discussing, do we want to do New Year's in Dubai? Do we want to go Courchevel? Shall we go Miami? We're all arguing, oh, that will be boring. Now that's too far. We had all these grandeur plans. Oh, finally we decided to go to Dubai. We were in Czech Republic at the time, and we decided to go to Dubai, and I said, let's stop in Romania so I can repack a suitcase. So
that's it. That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. So jet left Prague, landed in Romania. My jet was still on the runway. Came here overnight to pack a suitcase, spent the night, spoke to Greta with the pizza box, And it's 5 a.m. they got me before I flew back to Dubai. So that was my
The infamous Greta pizza box situation.
Greta pizza box.
How much you think there's anything linked to Greta? Is there anything, because the timing of it?
Yeah, I don't think she specifically said
Of course.
But there are certainly people within the Matrix machine that you can't attack without catching flack for. There's certainly protected people. It's absolutely and utterly a club, and you're either in the club or you're outside the club. She's certainly in the club, right? So if you say certain things about certain people, or you get a beef with X amount of people, or you discredit a certain person, they're going to try very hard to teach you a lesson for doing that. And you can see very clearly who's in the club and who isn't by the Philip Schofield situation. This is a man who has groomed boys and had sex with them, but he's in the club. All of the media headlines after 2 days are, let's have compassion, feel sorry for him, his mother's upset. They've attacked me for 14 months, day after day after day, and they relentlessly attack me. Nobody talks about my mental health. Nobody gives a shit how I feel. I didn't do any of the things he did. He's actually done things. I haven't done anything. But when you're in the club, you're protected by the media. When you're not in the club, you're attacked by the media. And that's how it simply works. You're either on our side or you're not. But to join their side, you have to sell your soul. Your sanity has a price. Your sanity is for sale. You have to sell it. You have to come along with your sanity, take out your mind and say, here you go. Take my sanity. I'll take 35 million. Yes, that is a woman. Yes, protect me. It's insane. And the reason these people join these clubs is because they know they're doing bad things and they feel that they need protection. The reason I stand up and argue against all this shit is because I know I don't have skeletons in my closet. You think I'd be on the internet talking like I talk and fighting the Matrix if I had skeletons in my closet, if I was actually a bad person? I've been investigated as deeply as a person can be investigated by multiple federal agencies for 14 months. I was locked in a jail cell and 2,000 people I know was called. My barber, my old housekeeper from when I lived in England 9 years ago, my gardener I used to have in another country I lived in. Everybody was called. And people were offered bribes effectively. The media are calling girls saying, if you have a bad story to tell about Andrew, we can pay you $30,000 if you have a bad story. That's a bribe. That's a bribe. And they still couldn't find anyone. Still, I've been investigated to a deeper level than 99.9% of people you'll cross on the street. And they're saying I'm guilty and I'm a bad person? You go get 20 men off the street and put them through what I've been through. You'll find more crimes than you've ever found with me. Absolute clown world. It's insane. And if I was part of the club, none of this would be happening. The media would be on my side. They wouldn't be hitting me this hard. They wouldn't be lying about me. All I had to do was sell my soul and sell my sanity, and I refused. And they're trying to punish me for it. That's what's happening. Minect is an application.
So what he said about being part of the club, I think that's very true. There's a club here where certain celebrities are protected more than others. Like with this Philip Schofield situation where he groomed up boy. Obviously the boy was underage, and yeah, and basically he was underage, and obviously he was buying him stuff to obviously so he can date him and have sex with him. Yeah, and he obviously there was this, I don't know what it was called, non-disclosure or something like that, or non-disclosure, whatever. So basically no media can talk about it, the boy couldn't talk about it, and here we go. Basically, yeah, there's some people that are protected. I've noticed, I think it's BBC and ITV that are most people in the club. So yeah, I'm not gonna mention anyone else. So yeah, I couldn't really talk in when it was here, because obviously he has so much to say. I want to listen before I give my opinion. Otherwise, I keep stopping and starting. So that's why I'm giving my opinion towards the end rather than in the middle. So yeah, I have a Shopify store, but I need to get back into it so I can neaten it up so it looks more professional. It looks less, because there's bits where it's wrong, and that might look like it's a scam, but it's not a scam. So yeah, we go. So yeah, I just need to send off a few documents, and I can get back into it. And I can make it up, then it'll be promoted in here. In my description, it'll be in the description below. And if it's uploaded by mobile, it'll be as a watermark throughout the video. So yeah, if you want to see more Andrew Tate videos, let me know. Then I'll do more Andrew Tate videos. If you want to see more Andrew Tate videos, let me know that I'll do more Andrew Tate videos. So yeah, we go. I think this is a brilliant interview from Andrew Tate. We got to see how he feels about here, and we got to see him in a different light to all the other clips. There are many interviews in here, and I think this is the best interview here. This is one of the best interviews I've seen here, and the only one I actually decided to react to. So yeah, we go. I want to get to 600 subscribers by the end of the year. Okay. Well, now in June, that's 6 months to get 25 subscribers. But that's a small goal. Here we go. I want to also get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to do some gym content. I'm going to do gym tomorrow. I'm going to do gym content. And yeah, we go. Basically, with the gym content, there's copyright music in the gym, so I have to pause it. So the most of voiceovers are how I felt about that particular exercise. And here we go. I did post gym content. I think it's called gym workout. So if you're watching to this here, go to my channel, type in gym workout. If you're on the computer, go to my channel, type in gym workout, and that video will appear. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to check out all my other videos that fit your genre. Yeah.